Hi guys, it's me Faye here at Faye Dusk. You may have noticed that my background is different, and that is because I'm still at James's while I'm going home in a bit. But thought I'd film another video, and my hair's curly because I did the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge yesterday. And if you want to see me doing that, I posted the video on my YouTube channel, so be sure to check it out. I nominate you and donate. And so anyway, I mentioned this video yesterday and I completely forgot, but this video I was inspired by Leonie Dawson, and for those of you who don't know, she's like an Australian biz goddess, or she does the yearly Biz in Life workbook. I've done a video on that. I'm going to do an update video soon on how I'm getting on with it, but yeah, no, she's I like her style, she's cool. And yeah, so she said about her making having a list of things like when life sucks. So I thought, why not turn that sort of concept into a video? So basically this would be like your go-to, or the list of things I think that will help lift your spirits, or just sort of just help you sort of get through the sucky moments in life. I mean, it might not even be major, you may just be having a bad day sort of thing. But personally for me, the list of things to do when life sucks, I would definitely say hibernation is one. No, seriously. Literally, just lie in bed with a good, curl up in bed with a good book. And I love just shutting the world out when I feel like life isn't going the way I want it to. I love to just curl up in bed with a good book, just get lost in a book in a fantasy world for a few hours. It always makes me feel better. Same with the movie as well. I think it's always a good idea to have some of your favourite movies that you love to watch when you're feeling down or whatever. I mean, they could be comedy ones that make you laugh, or I don't know, romantic ones that make you sort of remind you not to give up on the possibility of true love, and just movies that you love, childhood favourites, anything. Just watch a movie that you love. Another one is have a nap. I love having naps, and sometimes when the world's giving you the middle finger, there's nothing better than just I don't know, just lying in bed, especially when it's a dark, dismal day and it's cloudy and raining. There's nothing nicer than just lying in bed with the window open with fresh air, hearing the rain and knowing you haven't got to be anywhere, and just sometimes it's true though, sometimes sleeping it off does actually really help. Sometimes when you sleep it off, you just sometimes you'll wake up and you feel a bit better. And other times it doesn't always work. I'm not going to say that's a foolproof thing to do, but sometimes sleeping it off and letting sort of your brain to get over what's happened or whatever while you're sleeping can be really beneficial. I would also say food. Don't shoot me, I know I'm on a diet, but sometimes a bit of comfort food doesn't hurt anyone. So your favourite, I don't know, favourite chocolate bar, or your favourite sandwich, or I don't know, popcorn, or even your favourite drink, making yourself a nice hot chocolate with marshmallows, or an apple and cinnamon tea. You can tell all my sort of stuff is geared towards the sort of fall time that we're shifting into. Because if you didn't know, it's my favourite season. But yeah, no, sometimes that can help as well. Having your favourite food or drink. Being around pets as well. If you have animals, or even if you don't. I find when I'm feeling down, my dog's really affectionate anyway, and I just find cuddling her and just talking to her sometimes makes me feel better. Just feel talking it through what's going on with someone. And that could be the same for being around friends and family, someone that you find really sort of you may find their influence really positive and comforting, or someone that you feel is a really good listener, or just someone to vent to sometimes really, really helps. What else? Another thing would be to write it down. So if you journal every day, you could do that. I don't really want to get into journaling, but You could write it like in your journal or your diary, or if a situation like someone has done whatever to you, you could write a letter. You could write a letter. You don't have to send this letter, but you could just write a letter and write down all your feelings and how they've hurt you, how they've wronged you, how you feel about it, and all this sort of stuff. And like it make you feel a lot better. And then afterwards, you could have a ritual where you burn the letter and take it outside and let the ashes like blow up into the universe, sort of thing. Just sort of symbolising that you've vented out the problem, you've let everything out on paper, and now you're letting it go from your life, basically. So that's like another good idea. So any sort of like ritual, things like that, sort of like letting go like the negativity and things like that. Another thing would be, I don't know, just to remind yourself that you are like an amazing special person, and that like even though it's like no consolation that everyone goes through hard times. So I know when you're feeling sucky for whatever reason, like saying everyone goes through it really doesn't help, but like when you see it in hindsight, you'll sort of see that sort of like everyone like has problems and stuff like that, and it's really hard at the time to sort of think in that sort of perspective. But I'm trying to think of like other things that I really can't. I think I've listed everything, I think. Meditation as well, like I like guided meditations, but whatever sort of meditation you're into, that can be sort of really helpful just to sort of calm and center and focus yourself. Again, getting out in nature is another one that really help get some fresh air and feel like connected to like Mother Earth and things like that. Spending some time like, I don't know, talking to or praying or whatever you do to like get in touch like, either with your spirit guide or if you have like a specific like deity or just overall general like God and Goddess and all that sort of thing, asking sort of like for guidance. Trying to think of some other things, and I really can't think of anything else. I think I've said everything. Spending time like at your altar, or I find like my altar, like I've said like in so many videos, I find it a really sort of like peaceful and like uplifting place. So spending time at your altar definitely could be one that would find really nice and beneficial, just to remind you of like your path and your craft and everything. And yeah, so I'll leave it there, and if you want to like comment below with any sort of other like suggestions and things that you like to do when life sucks, because there's probably loads and loads of things that I haven't even thought of, and I'd love to know, because the next time when my life's sucking, like I could use some of your suggestions, would be really cool. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon. Very blessing.